Hollywood gave us heroes, legends, and stars who seemed untouchable. But behind the glittering lights, the operating table was where fame and tragedy often collided. Today, we uncover 9 Golden Age stars who died during surgery, stories that are both shocking and heartbreaking. Jeff Chandler. Jeff Chandler, a tall, charismatic actor, died at 42 after routine back surgery. What should have been a simple operation became fatal when an artery was accidentally nicked, causing massive internal bleeding. Despite top medical care, complications like infection and blood loss overwhelmed him, showing that even healthy, successful stars faced ordinary surgical risks with tragic consequences. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, Hollywood's image queen, officially died of a heart attack at 73. However, persistent rumors suggest she was undergoing a secret cosmetic procedure at home. Known for her obsession with youth and beauty, Crawford's story illustrates how the industry's pressure on female stars to maintain perfection could push them toward dangerous, potentially fatal treatments in pursuit of an ideal image. Ramon Novarro. Ramon Novarro, a silent film legend and Latin lover, died in 1968 after brutal assault injuries. Emergency surgery was performed to save him, but the wounds were too severe. His death highlights the vulnerability of stars, particularly those forced to hide personal lives, such as being closeted in an unforgiving Hollywood. Even skilled surgical intervention could not overcome the trauma inflicted upon him. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton's rise and fall were rapid and tragic. Once a promising star, her life spiraled into addiction, scandal, and poverty. In 1967, at 39, she died during reconstructive surgery aimed at restoring her appearance. The procedure was likely too risky for her damaged body, making her death a heartbreaking example of how Hollywood exploited beauty while discarding the person behind it. Jane Russell. Jane Russell, Hollywood's iconic bombshell, lived to 89, but died following lung surgery in 2011. Unlike scandalous deaths, hers resulted from legitimate medical intervention for respiratory issues common in late life. Her passing shows that even stars with wealth and privilege cannot escape the natural risks of surgery, especially in advanced age, highlighting the universal vulnerabilities behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. Marie McDonald. Marie McDonald, nicknamed The Body, built her career entirely on beauty. She died in 1965 under mysterious circumstances, officially reported as an overdose, though some believe cosmetic surgery complications contributed. McDonald's story reveals the pressures placed on stars whose value rested on appearance, showing how Hollywood's obsession with perfection could lead to dangerous and fatal outcomes when beauty became a career requirement. Eddie Fischer. Eddie Fischer, famous singer and occasional actor, died at 82 following hip surgery. Unlike scandalous Hollywood deaths, his case represents routine medical risk in advanced age. Though the surgery itself was successful, complications due to aging and reduced healing capacity led to his passing. Fischer's story reminds us that even ordinary procedures carry life-threatening risks for elderly patients, regardless of fame or resources. Constance Bennett. Constance Bennett, elegant and sophisticated, died at 60 during routine dental work. A sudden cerebral hemorrhage turned an ordinary procedure into a fatal emergency. Bennett's death shows how unexpected medical events can strike anyone, no matter their social status. Her passing contrasts the control she portrayed on screen with the uncontrollable realities of biology, highlighting the fragility behind Hollywood glamour. Gene Harlo. Gene Harlo, MGM's original blonde bombshell, died at 26 from kidney failure. Misdiagnosed initially, her condition worsened, and emergency surgery came too late. Harlo's death demonstrates the limitations of 1930s medical knowledge, where even treatable conditions could become fatal. Her passing represents the tragic loss of young talent, showing how Hollywood's brightest stars could be cut down before reaching their full potential. Their lives were extraordinary, their deaths tragic, and their stories remain a haunting glimpse of how even the brightest stars can be brought down by something as ordinary, yet dangerous, as surgery.